You think you've seen every classic pickup truck out there? Think again. These 20 will make even the most die-hard gearheads scratch their heads in disbelief. Some of these trucks were built for royalty, while others were made in such tiny, limited numbers that they basically vanished off the face of the earth shortly after production. But guess what? We found them! Every single one of these pickups has a wild story behind it, forgotten models, strange experiments, and dream machines that barely made it past the drawing board or saw only limited production runs. So buckle up, because we're counting down the 20 rarest classic pickup trucks that you've probably never seen before. And if you have, well, you might be one of the very few on the planet lucky enough to have. Number 20. 1956 Powell Sport Wagon Pickup. Imagine buying a truck built on leftover Plymouth chassis, powered by recycled car parts, and sold through a sporting goods store. Sounds like a joke, right? But that's exactly what Powell did in the mid-50s. Only around 1,200 were ever made, and they were Frankenstein creations, part pickup, part station wagon, with a front end that looked like it had no idea what it was doing. It even had a hidden compartment for fishing rods, because sure, why not? Most of these have rusted into oblivion, but if you ever see one, snap a picture. It might be the only one you'll ever see in your life. Number 19. 1942 Dodge WC 51 Weapons Carrier Pickup. Okay, technically this was military gear, but some were converted for civilian use after World War II. And it's rare, not because Dodge didn't make enough. It's rare because most never made it back from the war. With its beefy body, canvas top, and flathead 6 engine, the WC-51 was a rolling fortress. Farmers and collectors alike love these beasts, but good luck finding one in decent shape that isn't missing half its parts or riddled with bullet holes. Number 18. 1971 GMC Sprint SP. Ever heard of a pickup that looks like a muscle car but still hauls like a truck? That's the Sprint SP, GMC's take on the Chevy El Camino SS. They dropped in a 454 big block V8 and gave it stripes, badges, and a bed that could haul heavy loads. But while Chevy sold tens of thousands of El Caminos, only a few hundred Sprint SPs made it off the line. It's the kind of ride that makes people ask, what the hell is that? And that's exactly what makes it so cool and collectible. Number 17. 1957 Dodge Sweptside Pickup. This one's got fins, no, really. Dodge was desperate to stand out in the 50s, so they slapped the rear fenders of a station wagon onto a regular pickup and called it the Sweptside. It had tail fins, chrome, and two-tone paint jobs like a spaceship ready to take off. The thing was flashy but flopped in sales, with less than 1,300 units built. These days, finding one in original condition is like winning the weird truck lottery, a true collector's gem. Number 16. 1980 Ford Jeep J10 Honcho Stepside. Jeep made pickups for a while, but the Honcho was something else. Loud decals, rally stripes, and a stepside bed made it a wild looker for sure. The problem? Hardly anyone bought them. The 80s weren't kinda weird pickups, and most Honchos got driven into the ground or abandoned. Stepside models were even rarer than the standard beds, and finding one that's not covered in rust is next level impossible. Number 15. 1958 Chevrolet Cameo Carrier. Before there were luxury pickups, there was the Cameo. This was Chevy's idea of a stylish truck for suburban America. It had fiberglass rear fenders, chrome accents, and even carpeting inside the bed. Fancy stuff for the 50s. But with a high price tag and a market not quite ready for pretty pickups, sales were sluggish. Less than 2,000 were made in '58, the last year of the model. Today, collectors treat it like royalty. It's the granddaddy of luxury pickups. Number 14. 1961 Ford Falcon Ranchero. You probably know the Ranchero. Part car, part truck. But the '61 Falcon version? Super rare. It was smaller than most pickups, built off the compact Falcon platform, and had about as much power as a riding lawnmower. But that's what made it cool. It was the anti-truck truck. A compact hauler for city slickers who wanted style and utility without the bulk. Ford didn't keep it around long in this form, which is why spotting one today is like finding an old iPhone with a dial tone. Rare and a little weird. Number 13. 1936 Hudson Big Boy C28. Now, this one's real old school. Hudson, better known for cars, took a stab at trucks with the big boy. It was tough, stylish, and huge for the time. But it was also the middle of the Great Depression, and nobody had money for new trucks, let alone fancy ones. Most big boys were used up and tossed. Less than 100 are thought to exist today, many in pieces, if at all. Number 12. 1972 Mazda Rotary Pickup, REPU. Yes, a rotary engine in a pickup truck. Mazda went full mad scientist and dropped their signature rotary Wankel engine into a tiny pickup for the US market. The REPU had sky-high revs, little torque, and a very confused audience. Americans didn't get it. A truck that couldn't tow? Less than 15,000 were made over 3 years. Most are long gone, but the ones still around are adored by rotary heads and collectors who love oddball machines. Number 11. 1989 Dodge Dakota Convertible Pickup. You're not dreaming. Dodge actually made a convertible pickup. And it wasn't some aftermarket job. It came from the factory with a drop top and roll bar. Only around 3,000 of these were ever built, and they're so oddball they've become cult favorites. It's not the fastest or most practical, but it's definitely one of the weirdest factory trucks ever made, and that's saying something. Number 10. 1952 International Harvester L110 Pickup. International Harvester wasn't just about tractors. They made pickups that were as sturdy as anvils. The L110 is rare because people drove them until they died, and then some. No one bought them as collectibles, so very few were saved. If you find one with original badging and working mechanicals, you're looking at a true survivor from a company that time pretty much forgot. Number 9. 1978 Subaru BRAT with jump seats. Weird? Definitely. Rare? Oh yeah. The BRAT was Subaru's way of getting around import taxes by adding rear-facing plastic seats in the bed. That technically made it a passenger car. The result was a tiny four-wheel drive pickup with tailgate seats you'd only want to use if you didn't value your spine. Most got trashed or rusted into extinction. Ones with the jump seats still intact? Practically museum pieces now. Number 8. 1941 Chevrolet AK Series Pickup. Built right before the US jumped into World War II, the AK Series was short-lived. Chevy had to halt production to focus on military gear, so few of these early 40s trucks were made. Most were repurposed for the war effort or scrapped later. Today, it's rare to find one with the original grille and fenders intact. Restored models go for crazy money, and for good reason. They're war-era ghosts on wheels. Number 7. 1967 Dodge D100 Sweptline High-Performance Package. This was Dodge's sleeper pickup, a performance package with a 383 Magnum V8, bucket seats, and a floor shifter. But it flew under the radar, and hardly anyone checked the right boxes on the order sheet. It didn't look like much, but it moved. And now, you're more likely to see a unicorn riding a skateboard than a real D100 HP. Number 6. 1955 Studebaker E7 Deluxe Pickup. Studebaker was always a little left field. Their pickups were elegant but underpowered and overpriced. The E7 Deluxe was the final stretch before they gave up on trucks altogether. With its sloped hood and unique trim, it was ahead of its time, but too niche to last. Less than 2,000 were sold, and few survived. Most people today don't even know Studebaker made pickups. Number 5. 1991 GMC Syclone. This thing was a street-legal rocket. A turbocharged V6, all-wheel drive, and 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, in a pickup. GMC only made about 3,000 Syclones, and most were either wrecked by overexcited owners or locked away by collectors. It looked like a regular Sonoma until you floored it. Then it turned into a Corvette eater, leaving jaws dropped and tires smoking. Number 4. 1970 Ford Volkswagen Rabbit Pickup Caddy. Yes, Volkswagen made a pickup truck. It was front-wheel drive, tiny, and totally different from the typical American truck. They called it the Caddy in Europe, but Americans got it as the Rabbit Pickup. It was built in Pennsylvania and usually found on college campuses or organic farms. Most rusted away, and finding one that runs, let alone looks good, is nearly impossible now. Number 3. 1949 Mercury M68 Pickup. This is Canadian muscle. Literally, Ford sold Mercurys as trucks in Canada because, well, they could. The M68 was one of those badge-engineered models that were just slightly different than their Ford siblings. But since they were only sold up north and in low numbers, they've become super rare even in Canada. In the US, they're practically myth. Number 2. 1975 Chevrolet Cosworth Vega Pickup Prototype. Yes, you read that right, a Cosworth Vega pickup. Chevy toyed with the idea of combining its sporty Cosworth engine with a tiny pickup body. They built one. Just one prototype. It never saw production, and the prototype got locked away, possibly destroyed. Some rumors say it still exists in GM's secret vault. Others say it was scrapped. Either way, no one's ever seen it on the road. Number 1. 1940 Ford Marmon Herrington 4x4 pickup. And here's the crown jewel. A Ford pickup converted by Marmon Herrington into a factory 4x4 in 1940. This was before Ford ever made a 4x4 themselves. Marmon Herrington did military and special contract conversions, and a few were sold to civilians. Only a tiny number of these trucks were made, and even fewer survived. Restorers go absolutely bananas if they find one. It's like the holy grail of pre-war pickups. So why are these trucks so rare? Some were just too strange or ahead of their time. Others were way too expensive or made for niche markets. A few were simply born at the wrong time or discontinued before they could build a following. And let's be honest, back then, nobody was thinking, hey, let's keep this truck around for 80 years so someone can show it off on YouTube. But now you've seen them, and you're one of the very few who can say you've seen the strangest, rarest pickups ever built. Don't miss the next wild countdown. It's popping up on your screen right now.